Cape Verde, volcanoes, and volcanic fields. We start with Brava. Brava is a stratovolcano. It's 20 kilometers west of Fogo. It is the westernmost of the southern Cape Verde Islands. The 10-kilometer wide island contains 15 morphologically youthful craters located along 2 or 3 lineaments intersecting along the crest of the island. The youthfulness of the craters and numerous minor earthquakes in recent years indicate that a significant volcanic hazard still exists. Most of the younger eruptions originated from the interaction of phonolithic magmas with a large groundwater reservoir contained within an older volcanic series, characterized by thick, welded ignimbrites and block and avish flow deposits. Carbonatic lavas are also found. I don't know if there's a view on this one, so we'll see if we can find one or not. Sometimes there is, and sometimes there isn't, but on this one there isn't. So let's see if we can go closer. And this is Brava. And moving on to the next one, Pico de Fogo. Pico de Fogo is a massive stratovolcano that is the most prominent of the Cape Verde Islands. The roughly circular 25-kilometer wide island is truncated by a large 9-kilometer wide caldera that is breached to the east and has a head wall 1 kilometer high. The caldera is located asymmetrically northeast of the center of the island and was formed as a result of the massive lateral collapse of the ancestral Monte Armello edifice. A very youthful, steep-sided central cone, Pico, rises more than 1 kilometer above the caldera floor to about 100 meters above the caldera rim, forming the 2,829 meter high point of the island. Pico, which is capped by a 500 meter wide, 150 meter deep summit crater, was apparently in almost continuous activity from the time of the Portuguese settlement in 1500 until around 1760. Later historical lava flows, some from vents on the caldera floor, reached the eastern coast below the breached caldera. And we're going to see if we have a view for this one here. I'm going to back up. And we have many here, so we'll land here. We'll go to the top. What are you doing, puppy? So we can get a good view here. And this appears to be at the top where the caldera is. And moving on to the next one, São Vicente. São Vincent is a stratovolcano. The island is 15 by 20 kilometers and contains mafic lavas covering prominent peninsulas on the eastern and northeast sides. The large indentation on this island with the irregular shoreline is formed by a caldera on the northwest coast that is breached by the sea and forms the settling for the ports of Mandelo, the island's largest village. No Holocene material has been dated, and as of 2015, scientists in Cape Verde consider its last activity to have been in the Pleistocene. So this is the island. This is Monte Verde here. I don't know if there's any views on this island, which would be kind of cool. You can see volcanic structures here. So let's see if we have any views here. We don't appear to have any on this one. So moving on to the next one, which is Viana, which is right here. Viana is a low volcano in the southeastern part of the island of São Vincent, Cape Verde. Its elevation is 163 meters or 535 feet. So this is Cape Verde. I don't know if there's any views for this one, so let's back up. And doesn't appear to be any there either. Wait, there was one all the way down there. Hang on. Let's go over here. Sometimes we get them and I don't see them. Ha. Okay, so there's one here. So we'll go over here on this corner, just so we can see this island. And we got a beautiful beach view. They split up the video, the views sometimes. Anyway, moving on to the next one, which is Viana. São Nicolau. São Nicolau is located in the eastern end of the east-west trending chain of islands and the northwest Cape Verde Islands. It was constructed in 4 stages, dating back to the Pleistocene. The last 2 stages took place during the Pleistocene, and the youngest stage produced scoria cones and lava flows about 50,000 years ago. Some neat stuff you can find out. And we have a view over here, so we'll go here. And go closest, we'll go right here. Look at the clouds that are down here. So we're high up. And that's the other end of the island here. And moving on to the next one. Last one is San Antio Volcano. The westernmost and largest of the Barlavento Islands of Cape Verde. The highest peaks on the island are Topo de Coro, which is 1,979 meters high, and Pico da Cruz, 1,585 meters high. Since 1999, there has been an increase in water temperatures in the sea area of Ponta del Sol. The 20 by 40 kilometer dominantly volcanic island of Santo Antio is the northwestmost of the Cape Verde Islands. The volcanic activity dates back to the Pleistocene and continued into the late Pleistocene. A large 7-kilometer wide east-facing depression, Cha de Morte, was thought at one point to be a caldera, but later interpreted as an erosional feature. Much of the island is covered by phonolithic pumice deposits of the Cayo Grande pumice, erupted about 200,000 years ago. The youngest eruptive products are lava flows that originated from vents at Cha de Loga in the central part of the island, just south of northeast and southwest axial ridge. The lava flows cover an area of 40 kilometers and reach the southeast coast just southwest of the coastal village of Porto Novo. These flows were initially considered by Michael Thome in 1976 to be Holocene in age based on morphological evidence, but later argon dating by Posner for these lava flows produced an age of 90,000 plus or minus 30,000 years. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's been informative. Please tune in for our next video. Thank you and have a great day.